action. The Illinois Riot revel in chaos. And both teams have captains who think they're kings.
I am the greatest! I'm the king of the world!
It might be the end of the world as we know it. Tonight, the Riot must overcome their womanly woes to combat the New York enforcers. Brown and his mammoth mouth have made it clear that his sights are set on improving his women. D'Amato continues his degradation of Kenneth Lowe III.
Before I'm through with you, you're going to be washing my socks.
The Riot take on the mighty enforcers. Next on Roller Jam. Gives you the aerial view of Orlando, Florida and Universal Studios as tonight we bring you the Illinois Riot and the New York Enforcers in Roller Jam. This is the World Skating League. I'm Rory Marcus and this is Lee Hawk Rearman. And what a game we have for you tonight between the Riot and the Enforcers, two of the toughest teams in the league. Hawk, this figures to be almost a bloodbath.
Oh, absolutely. Mark D'Amato, the leader of the New York Enforcers in the five-borough lineup versus little Richard Brown. We call him Crafty. I like to say the youngest cat in town. But these are two men with different problems. Mark D'Amato is trying to get rid of Kenneth Lowe somehow, and little Richard Brown is saying, somebody give me a woman.
Is that what they say? A lot has been said about Kenneth Lowe III by Mr. D'Amato, but Lowe had some words of his own earlier today about Mark D'Amato.
Some very disturbing reports have come to the league's attention suggesting that Mr. D'Amato and several of his associates have conspired to defraud the skaters of monies due them from their contracts. Now, if these reports turn out to be true, and initial indications suggest that they are, Mr. D'Amato has a new car, he's having a new swimming pool installed in his house, I don't know how you put it, he's living large. The league will have no choice but to cooperate with the investigating authorities and file whatever criminal charges they suggest are correct. In that same vein, I'd like to let the fans know that I will have a very important and very exciting announcement for them during the halftime of the Enforcers Riot game.
Well, Kenneth Lowe always seems to be promising the moon, but so far seldom delivers. As the general manager of the World Skating League will see, I'm sure in time, exactly what he has in mind. What we have in mind for this game is little Richard Brown. And what Hawk meant by he's saying, give me a woman, he's saying, give me some woman skaters.
Well, absolutely. Little Richard Brown has had success in the past. You remember he was with the Florida Sundogs. He had Denise Loden, was fantastic for him. Great record. You remember him with the Nevada Hot Dice. He had Shea Brown, some of the other showgirl sizzle. Great success for him. But now with the Illinois Riot, he's challenged Patsy Delgado, maybe Millie Guthrie, but these guys just have not got it done for him, Rory.
He's tired of coming out in the final period, trailing in the game. But he's not too tired to come on the track. Let's get the player introductions. And the fireworks, Hawk, mean just one thing, and that means the fireworks are about to start, because here they come.
Well, I don't know what it is about those fireworks, but every time they go off, they scare the heck out of me, Rory. I guess I can get out of your lap now.
I sure wish you would. It's mighty uncomfortable. Here comes Karen Magnuson, and the New York Enforcer women. She'll have to step her game up a lot because Janet Abraham is out with an injury.
Well, Janet Abraham and Karen Magnuson had a 1-2 punch, and without the muscle of Abraham,
Oh, man, this guy's always in a bad mood. He's got the caution stickers on his arms, and he hangs around with Mark D'Amato. What could be worse?
I don't know, but I think these guys get their hair done at the same place.
Yeah, give me the works. Nice to see you, Mark. Tim, the usual. Mark skates around the track. D'Amato thinks they're all his adoring fans. You know, this is public when he comes out here onto the track, at least in his own mind. And now, here come the Riot women, the Illinois Riot women. Little Richard Brown has not been happy with their performance lately, and when counting those women, I think they were a little short. It seems like there were only 5 of them that came out there.
Rory, conspicuously absent is Patsy Delgado. Little Richard Brown's strategy of totally chastising his women to perform somehow, and Patsy Delgado's not even out there. What's he doing?
I'm not sure what was on his mind, but then again, if I knew what was on his mind, I'd worry about it myself, because that's a mind you don't want to read. However, here he is, the king himself, the little Richard Brown, skates out, applauding himself as he ordinarily does.
Rules brought to you by Dial 1-800-AT&T for collect calls.
Taking a quick look at the roller rules, there are 4 6-minute periods. The women will be out there for 1 and 3. The men's skate periods 2 and 4. 5 skaters per team. Only 2 of them are jammers. They're the only ones that can score points. The jammers will wear the black helmet with the stripe, and they score when they lap opposing team members. Here's what we're talking about. You can see the jammer getting out there, and for every red member that he passes, he scores a point. Broadway Danny Wolf is standing by with the king, Little Richard Brown. Let's see what they have to say.
Well, Richard has complained about the lack of support of his women skaters. He's also lacking some women skaters tonight. I only count 5. You surely can't be skating shorthanded, Richard. You can count that high? Look, Danny boy, this is my domain. I am the king. I am the king. This is my queen.
He says he's the king, but what is he talking about? Queen, and who is that?
Oh, my.
That's Denise Loden, isn't it? That is Denise Loden. Coming out of the rafters.
That's what I'm talking about. Oh, Rory.
He promised he'd improve his team, and look what he's done. It's unbelievable.
I'm on his side. Good job, King. And now he has his queen. Good for him.
This is unbelievable. This is not unbelievable. King and queen together. Welcome to our castle. Denise, you're reunited again with Richard Brown. I don't believe this.
Feels good to be home, Danny. Feels good to be home.
And you brought along, I see Debbie Rice also, ex-member of the Sundogs.
I don't go anywhere without Debbie Rice. We were the heart and soul of the Sundog team. They got rid of us. We'll pump our blood into another team.
That's right. With Denise and Debbie, we will not be beat. Back to you, Rory and Hawk.
I guess when you're the queen, you get to wear whatever you want. Denise Loden once again making a fashion statement. She's put away the gold lime. And Karen Magnuson, she came out here not having Janet Abraham. Now she's walking into a psychedelic nightmare.
From the look of things, the Illinois Riot have gone from a team in disarray to one of the most together teams in the league. At least on the bench right now, they're all smiles, kisses, and hugs. We'll see if that lasts. And we'll see what kind of an impact Debbie Rice and Denise Loden have on this team. It can only be positive because whatever you want to say about them, they are great skaters in this league. April Tootle, though, gets out on the first jam of the night for the New York Enforcers. And she's all by herself. Debbie Rice got knocked down and taken out of it. Rice was wearing the black jammer's helmet and still is as April Tootle comes up to the back of the pack. Shauna Brown goes back to block as the Enforcers look to get on the board early. You see what Denise Loden had on tonight, Hawk? It's not the gold outfit she's been wearing with the Sundogs, but it's certainly an outfit.
Well, that's okay. I like it. I definitely like it.
I don't mind it myself. And here she is.
I don't think April Tootle likes it too much.
She doesn't like a shoulder into her midsection from Denise Loden, and that's what she got. And look at Denise shaking.
Man, that's what I'm talking about. There's nothing wrong with it. Well, she may not be dating Sean Atkinson anymore, nor is she a Florida Sundog any longer, but she still has some of the old Sean Atkinson moves and that Florida Sundog attitude sometimes. He calls it a skyscraper, does Sean Atkinson. Denise Loden may have pirated it from his menu, but I think it looks better when she does it.
The Riot have plenty of attitude of their own, and even more now with these two. And Brown and Robles on the men's side have to be thrilled with this addition. Lauren Adams in the black leather. She's out there for the New York Enforcers, as is Christine Cusson. And little Debbie Rice trying to get by the both of them, and she takes them both down. That's a nice move by Rice. 1-on-2.
And so far, Debbie Rice is playing the role of a blocker with a jammer helmet on, Roy. The first jam she came out with right after Lauren Adams. That's how she took down 2 Enforcers.
Now, though, she faces a triple block with Magnuson in the middle. She's the toughest to get by of all of them. Let's see what Rice can do with this. So far, nothing. 10 seconds left in the jam. And Loden's going to help her out. Wow! Denise Loden and Millie Guthrie apply the crunch to take out 3 Enforcers in one play.
Well, and Richard Brown, the king, he went from having a team with a non-existent women's side of his lineup to, I think right now, Rory, if the early indications are anything, this has to be the most powerful women's group in the league. Denise Loden, number 53, Millie Guthrie, taken out.